Hi, everybody. This definitely is a different viewpoint. You can hear fans in the background. I apologize for that, but it is hot. It is hot. And hopefully I can edit it out. This is my baby Acorn. This is the Acorn kit. I named him Acorn. He is a cuddle baby. And I love how much he weighs. He's a heavy one. So what is everybody up to on this Sunday? I got up extra early today. In my living room. Got things moved around a little bit. Moved my china cabinet into my bedroom, baby room. So I have my VIP babies in the cabinet just to keep them dust free. And a little layer of protection and to display them in a little different way. And I have a bunch of other babies in my living room, and I have my silicone babies in the baby room, and babies that I'm going to be working on in the baby room, babies that need to be stripped. So out here, I would say, is mostly manufactured baby dolls. There's a few out here that are not. But I've just done things a little different, and it's nice to have the space to do things a little different. I'm going to create more of a painting kind of work area in the baby room. And you'll see that in a little bit. I love this little fella. I love the cuddle babies. I'm wanting to make a 1/4 limb doll where it's more cuddle with a little bit of arm, a little bit of hands sticking out, a little bit of feet sticking out. Wally, leave the kitty. And more cuddle. Oh, sorry. The dogs decide every once in a while that they're going to gang up and chase the kitty. Get going. Leave the kitty. Oh. So I don't know. It seems like Acorn's more of a bigger cuddle baby, but I like him. But yeah, I want to experience the 1/4 limbs to cuddle. To see what that's like. I'm just different. Leave the kitty. I hope you guys can hear me all right. I'm pulling this in a little bit closer. This fella's on my website. Oh, he's so cuddly. He's so cuddly. Yes. These are all the ones that are on my website currently are dolls from my collection, so they're pre-loved by me. And ones that are just new will be very different. Won't be pre-loved. They'll be tucked away when I make those. I'll tuck them away and I won't cuddle them or utilize them, or they won't be out and about. They'll be tucked away in a special location, free from animals and light and just never ever ending, just stuff. But the ones I have right now on sale are in my collection. And I take good care of my babies. But they're out and about and they're cuddled. And see how he cuddles in so nice. He cuddles in so nice. He's not a cuddle baby. I guess that's why they're called cuddle babies for a reason. Oh, I'm rocking. I feel like Becca. Rocking with Becca. Sitting and rocking in a rocking chair. Oh. We got a heat pump, which actually has cool air also. And it's nice. It's putting cool air through, and I have an above fan. We have another fan over there. It's early morning, but it is still warm. I was watching some videos this morning on van life I like van life videos, crime, YouTube videos. Didn't watch any baby videos yet this morning. Yesterday, I didn't do anything baby related. I watched baby videos, but I didn't do anything like I didn't paint, I didn't root, I didn't make a video, I didn't do anything baby related. Basically, I just sat in this chair and relaxed yesterday. I didn't do any. I just did, starting the dishwasher and stuff like that, but I didn't do any housework. Didn't do anything. It was a day of nothingness. This morning I'm having my big cups of tea. That's hot. So yeah, today I'd like to get back in the room. Need to get back to rooting my baby that I have that I needs to be rooted. I've been working on for a little bit. Haven't done a whole lot of rooting on her yet. Can't remember the name of the sculpt. My mom and I are going to try to attempt to make bodies for Yama Baba. I have one Yama Baba completed. A few little tweaks I got to do. And the other kit I haven't even started painting because it didn't have a body that fit right. And so I'll probably do that in a little while. And then Kay and I are going to do a baby together. I think I ordered a few kits to paint. I want to get the Charlotte kit to paint, who is my mod here. I have my mod replica, and then I will probably sell my mod replica or my Charlotte replica once I get the Charlotte kit and paint her. I'm not going to call them replicas anymore. I don't know. It's a Charlotte not from a vendor. Maybe I'll call it that, not from a vendor. When I sit around and I look at this room and all these freaky patterns everywhere, and I look at my babies, I got the cradle and the crib behind me, you can't really see it, and in front I got the couch filled with a bunch of babies. I love my house. Love it. Can't really see, but that's what I'm looking at. Doesn't look as good because the window's there and it's darkened, but that's what I'm looking at. Everyone else in the house is asleep. I'm just enjoying cuddle time with Acorn. And that's it. That's all. Not much to talk about on YouTube right now. Excuse me. There's something about the cuddle babes. They're so soft in here. You can just cuddle them so much. And that's why I really want to try a 1/4 doll. Has anybody out there had 1/4 limbs where you just have a little bit of, the hand and a little bit of maybe the wrist, and the ankle and feet? What do you think of those? Do you like them? Do you find that they're to be just like a cuddle baby? It's just, you don't have to worry about hiding the feet and hiding the hands. When I went looking, I think I looked on a couple sites. They're hard to find. Why are they hard to find? I figured they'd be more popular, but I guess not. People like to see the full leg and the full limbs for probably dressing up purposes, summer purposes and stuff like that. But I'm someone who loves sleepers. I love my babies in sleepers. I always have my kids in sleepers. Um, and I love sleepers. I never had my kids dressed up fancy. And I like dressing them up once in a while fancy, but it's just I've never, I don't know. I guess the toddlers, when I went to the Atlantic Doll Show, it was really nice to see all the little ones dressed up with jewelry and necklaces and earrings and pretty things in their hair and stuff. And you can do all that. Maybe people do all that with actual children. I never did that. My kids would be, and then the choking hazards, yeah. But when you have dolls, it's just wonderful. You can do that. But maybe I will if I get an older toddler. But I'm not. I'm not very blingy for myself. I'm pretty plain Jane. I don't think I've had much blinginess except for my early years when I worked in portrait studio. I dressed up more, and yeah, after I had kids, I didn't really do that. I've always been kind of a plain Jane, I guess. Not much makeup. I don't wear makeup. Very rarely, rare occasion. Um, I used to wear it every day before when I worked, when I was young, before kids, and I worked in the portrait studio. I put makeup on every day and ooh, tried to wear fancy shoes every day, but my feet are usually killing me. So every time I was at the cash at the portrait studio, I'd be in my bare feet, not my bare feet, my pantyhose feet. I don't even know if people wear pantyhose anymore with shoes, do they? With heels? I tried the high heel thing, couldn't do it. Well, I could, but I'm not willing to sacrifice comfort for looks, I guess. So it didn't work out for me. I would wear little pumps, I guess. I remember I had a couple of suits or dress suits that I wore. Ooh, fancy. I was super thin there. Then, too thin, actually. Yesterday, when I was doing nothing, I fell asleep in this comfy chair purposely. So it's no one say I fell asleep. I had a nap in this comfy chair purposely. Not very often that I just fall asleep in the middle of doing something, but I did purposely fall asleep in this chair, and it was so nice. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed my lazy day yesterday. Today might be another lazy day. I've been up since 6:30, and yeah, I'm tired already. I find sometimes when I'm not very well, maybe it just happens more even when I take my medications regularly for um, hypothyroidism. I get really tired, um, especially when I forget the medications. I get really tired. And I never really equated it to that. I was always, until I started, I just said, okay, my thyroid's not working. I'm going to take this medication for the rest of my life. But I never really looked up symptoms per se and kind of read on it. Doctor really never said a whole lot. He never said you may experience these things. He just said take these pills. And I'm like, for the rest of my life? Yeah, for the rest of your life, don't worry about it. Just take these pills. All right. And I didn't really explore anything with it, but it does affect a lot when you're not especially when you're not taking your medications regularly. Now, that happened when, because I get really tired, and I remember feeling tired, and thinking that I needed an increase in Synthroid, which is the medication you take for hypothyroidism. And actually, that's when I was pregnant with my son. That's why I was so tired. But I thought it was because of my thyroid, underactive thyroid. Do you guys have a favorite time or of the day that you like? Like my favorite time of the day is now. I relax. I have my tea. Sometimes I watch a few shows. Cuddle a baby. Everybody else is in bed. I have beautiful babies to choose from. um, yeah, and everybody else is sleeping, and so it's nice. It's quiet. Dogs are relaxed. They're laying down. They're quiet. There's nobody coming to the door. It's nice. I love it. Do you guys have a beverage of choice in the morning? I used to be a coffee drinker in the morning, but I've got away from coffee. Now I'm drinking tea. I drink iced coffee. I have a couple fridges, little fridges. If you've ever noticed in my videos, you see little fridges in here. These are fridges that were left over from the Airbnb. We lived downstairs, and I would make breakfast in the kitchen and bring it out to folks, but I also had fridges in their rooms. We had 2 bedrooms for the Airbnb, and they could put their own stuff in the fridge, and we had a little fridge in the main room. This living room had just 2 tables with chairs, kind of like a hutch, I guess, and I had coffee machine and all that. And in the morning, I would drink a coffee, and I had hot water, and I'd bring a thing of hot water and put it there, and then I would make eggs and waffles. I had a big waffle iron and toast. There were cereal options. I had all kinds of different options, oatmeal, things that a lot of people like the waffle iron. I would make those. Yeah, so it was nice. So they never had option to the kitchen at first. This was before 2020. I have a little door, if you can see right there, that would like slide across and I would lock it. So we lived in the basement. We had a basement downstairs. We all utilized the same washroom because I didn't have, more than one washroom. I still don't. So we would utilize the same washroom. And the Airbnb was 1 room and 2 rooms, and they were different guests. And in there, they had, their TV and their Google Chromecast and their nice bedroom and their own little fridge. And then the guests would meet. They'd meet different people in the morning and have the breakfast. It was nice. When COVID hit, it became different. When COVID hit, I redid the kitchen, took things out of there, and just left things in there that Airbnb guests would utilize. I didn't serve breakfast anymore. And I also didn't have 2 separate rooms. It was, you rented the upstairs Airbnb with the 2 rooms. Kind of did it that way. That really, during COVID time, didn't really do very well. Wasn't a whole lot of travel. And we had a few people here, for a hospital or construction or something, but most people didn't travel during that time. So then I rented out bedrooms, and I had the little baby room as a little singular bedroom. So it's 3 bedrooms, rented out 3 bedrooms. And so, yeah, that's what I did during COVID time, I needed to do something financially, because I wasn't in my career job anymore. And I went through my retirement for survival, and which I didn't have a whole lot of retirement money, but I went through that. And I actually delivered papers by car. Yeah, and I rented out the rooms upstairs, which basically paid the mortgage for the house. And it never panned out in the long run. Renting definitely is not the way to go. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I find there's no protection for the actual people who own the spaces. It's more favorable and protective for the actual renters, guests not getting along with each other, renters arguing with each other, like ridiculousness. Just, I don't know. It was just not good. After one guest would move out, I never replaced them, and then I evicted the last 2 people based on just the demands. And we had shared bathroom, but they didn't think I should be coming upstairs to the bathroom in my own house. I mean, everybody rented a room. I was downstairs. They were up here. They didn't want us coming upstairs. One fella locked me from coming upstairs, put furniture in front of the doorway, couldn't get up. It was just a nightmare. The police were involved. It was a nightmare, actually. And when he finally left, thank God. And I don't know, he had some major anger issues, mental health issues or something. And the last fella was paying like $300 a month for the baby room, but he had the whole upstairs to himself. He didn't want, there's 2 empty rooms. He didn't want anybody up here. He thought the towels weren't, he wanted nicer towels. They were worn out. He wanted nicer towels. He didn't like them. Instead of just buying his own towels. I mean, seriously, I ran, even because I had the Airbnb up here, I had really nice towels and stuff, and I just left it up here for the renters. But in actuality, you're renting a room. If you want fancy towels, you should actually buy your own towels, right? My countertop is still ruined out there from, I don't know why or how things got burnt on the countertops, but I have droplets of, like, it's not cigarette burns because there's no smoking or nothing. I don't know. There was a fella that was making crepes, or he would make special bread every day, flat bread. And I don't know if it was the oils he would hot pan in the oils. He just set it on the counter, or just splat out and burn the counter. I really don't know how he managed to burn so many spots in my countertop. And he continued to do it despite me saying, you can't do that. You gotta mix things on the stove, blah, blah, blah. It was just, I was happy when the last fella moved out. I evicted him. I just evicted him because so many reasons. So many reasons I'm not going to get into. But it was a good thing. It helped me during those times. And then I worked for, after that, I did like remote jobs, working for like Rogers, um, for cable and stuff, and working for a moving company. And you do it like from your own home on the computer and phones and stuff like that. So I did that for a while. So yeah, I don't know why I got talking about this stuff, but I did. Having my tea, talking with my friends. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I've bored you enough. Have yourselves a fantastic day, a fantastic Sunday. Do what you love. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. Do what you love. Thanks, guys. Bye. Where are you going, Alice? What are you doing, Alice?